We can go your own way, baby. Love me or leave me. Let me go my own way. 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 Let me go my own way.
Hey y'all, what's going on? What's happening? What's happening? Long time no see. Omega Red, don't you start that shit in here. Don't start that. There will not be any cowboy slander in my chat. Y'all can do that in other places, but you can't do it here. Respect my team. Respect me. Who's all up in here? Let me shout everybody out. What's going on, Ray Patterson? What's happening with you? Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. Appreciate y'all. We got Dr. Mark. Hey, Dr. Mark, what's going on with you? Appreciate you. We got what's going on with you, bro? Picasso, the Day Walker is in here. I already shouted out Omega Red. Hey, hold off on that. Josh Sanders, Family Smoothies, what's happening with you? Appreciate you. And that's all we got for now. Again, smash that like button. Look, y'all. Let me look. We've been gonna get it started. Normally, hopefully that you all have had an amazing week. I am so glad because I am off tomorrow. It's a well-deserved day off. Uh, gotta get his head done. My son gotta get his haircut tomorrow, and we gonna take my mom out tomorrow. She didn't want to go on her birthday. She kind of just wanted to sit at home. So we're gonna take her out tomorrow and cut up with her for a little while and bring it on back to the house and see what tomorrow brings me after that. Hopefully, it's not gonna be raining. That's my hope, because it literally rained about all day today. The draft is on. I have been watching, and you know it is what it is. I support who I support, especially since I don't watch a lot of these boys play for the past 2 years, 3 years. So yeah, I watch them, and I'm happy for all of the young men who are getting drafted tonight. So that is an amazing look, and they are coming into the league. They're going to do amazing things because I don't down any of the players like majority of the people do. I'm not down in any of them. My hope is that everybody succeeds and taking care of their family because that is the ultimate goal. And it's crazy to me because when you look at the drafts and the NBA, the women's, the WNBA, you watch, the NFL draft, you watch all these drafts. What's going on, BC? What's happening with you, bro? You watch all these drafts, and then you will always see people talking noise about the players. They be downright disrespectful, and I'm like, and then you have to look at some of the individuals that actually feel a type of way, about some of the players. Like me, I don't care. I watch these boys play, so I'm happy for every single one of them that get drafted. Just like I am for when it comes to the NBA. Y'all know I watch college above anything. College basketball, college football. So I'm going to watch. So above anything, I'm going to definitely want those individuals to be successful because at the end of the day, the goal is to take care of your family. And it's funny because when you hear people complain and I mean they just talking bad about every single player, and it's like you have to look at the individuals, and it's like some of them can't even take care of their families, and here these young men are. They have the ability to do what these extra grown men are not able to do, and it's like you have to, some of y'all need to take a step back and look at what's happening in front of you. These are the next men up. They young men and they getting drafted. They on grown man status right now. You know what I'm saying? Josh, that was not a shot. That was not a. I didn't throw a slug yet, but it. You just have to kind of look at things, and some of the individuals can't even do what these amazing young men are able to do, and it's like sometimes you just got to tell people just be quiet. It's okay. Sometimes it's okay to just be quiet sometimes. What's going on with you, most school? Hey, friend. Like I have said on this panel multiple times, and that's why I'm glad I have my own platform because I don't have to, go to other people's platforms and abide by whatever rules and regulations that they have. What you can and can't say, nope, I have my own, and that's where I will give all my energy to. That's why, again, you all don't see me jumping on individuals' panels. I've never really been one to actually do that. I've always been one. If you invite me, then I'll jump on your panel. But I'm not just gonna just click a link and jump on a panel and be on a panel with 100 people. I'm not that person because I ain't gonna argue with you. I've been told you something you probably ain't never heard before, just so I can get you to go on and be quiet and leave me alone, and I can guarantee we ain't gonna say anything else to each other ever again in life. So that's just how it goes. Um, Now Josh. That was a slug. Cause I show if I could play this now, I would definitely play. Why you always lying? But I ain't throwing no slugs, right? I ain't doing all that right now. I'm just chilling, minding my own business, enjoying life, and having so much fun with this thing called life. You know what I'm saying? I don't have to be all on Instagram faking and shaking with you all, pretending to be something that I am not. Because as y'all know, typically when I'm out with my mom, of course, I'm going to go live on my Instagram account. I'm going to go live. I'm going to get cussed out because it's for your entertainment. See, I can entertain you, and I really don't even have to say anything. Y'all gonna be laughing at me anyway. I be chilling, and she get to messing with me. And the crazy part about it is a lot of people, you know, never had that ability. Their moms may have not condoned some of the things that my mom will condone, or some of the types of behaviors. Like some parents, don't really hang out with their adult, children like that. Mine do. Why you think she looked the way she looked? My mom still looks young. We gonna keep her looking like that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we gonna do. We ain't got no issues, no nothing. And it's been a while, and it's pretty funny how that works. You tend to get along more when outside figures are no longer around. Now, see, Josh, that was a slug. But what did you say? You said God has blessed me with the. I know that's right, BC. What's going on back at the South? What's happening with you? Appreciate you again. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button over the way in. I appreciate y'all. And I can only be who I am. I don't have to fake and shake to get anybody to like me. I'm not gonna do it. I don't have to. But what I will say is this: that hashtag "We Did It" is a real thing. It is a real thing. And what happens is when you realize and you sit back, because I know that you all don't do this, but I do. When I think of every individual that has blamed me for some shit that didn't go right in their life because of their decisions that they have made, and I'm no longer around and they're still going through those things, that light bulb should go off on them and say, hey, she was definitely not the problem. She was actually part of the solution to help you avoid some of those things, but you wanted to be who you were and you didn't take heed to it. So, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? And it's crazy because you still see them still doing the same thing. They ain't doing nothing different, but probably maybe trying to get more attention, maybe, but they're still doing the exact same thing. While I myself, I ain't doing the same thing. I've done different things. It's been amazing, everything that I have done and tried. And the only place I can go is up because, like I said, I've saved a lot of money by switching my car insurance to Geico. You know what I'm saying? Some of you all know what that means. Some of you don't, but hey, you figure it out. That's all I can say is I handle business. I do what needs to be done because I don't rely on my mom to pay my bills. I don't rely on my mom to do anything for me. I do for her. At the age that she is, what we as adult children are supposed to do. We're supposed to do for our parents. And unfortunately to the young, ignorant people that don't seem to understand that because they're too busy trying to guilt trip individuals, they tend to take advantage of their parents and make them feel guilty for not doing shit for their adult children, which I find very strange that happens. And number two, that the parents actually still allow that to actually happen to them. That's dysfunctional. But what do you all hear when I'm on this, when I'm on my lives? You hear peace and quiet because that's how it is. That's how it's supposed to be. Your house is your castle. It's where you live. It's where you rest. It's supposed to be where you are at peace the most. That's how it's supposed to be, y'all. You don't tackle the world and fight the world all day just to then come home and walk in the door and you got to fight the house too. That's not how it's supposed to be. Your house is supposed to be your peace, not order, not chaos everywhere you look. Because that's mentally exhausting and draining as well. See, I don't have that issue. You know what I'm saying? My son in there on the game cutting up. I don't know what he playing. He probably playing some anime game. I don't know. Just checked on my mom, made sure she was good. She in there watching some end of the world movie. You know what I'm saying? And that's her peace. That's his peace. I'm at peace. We all good. But don't ever, ever diminish yourself because the individuals around you don't have their life together. I've made that mistake and I've done that to shrink myself down so that other individuals can shine. And that's not how life that's not how life is. You know what I'm saying? When you see adult individuals trying to be individuals, especially if they're even younger than them, but because they want the lifestyle, they want things that you do, that other people do, and they don't have the ability to do it them damn selves, then it's like, you mean to tell me you at your big age, you want to be like somebody that's younger than you, and you still can't get your ducks in a row? Like, make it make sense. Because I know for me, the individuals that inspire me are individuals that are older than me. I'm trying to get to where they are. I've already been young. I ain't looking backwards. I'm looking forwards. I'm trying to get to their age. So I need to know what they did to get to where. They are. I'm not gonna talk about you. The specialitis has kicked in. I'm telling you. You know, it's crazy how much laughter and joy that I have had because it has really been a journey. And I have spoken on this before, and there was specific people around, and I started talking about me being on my journey and that everybody can't go with me. What once was is no more. You don't see none of them around me because they're not supposed to be, because it was their time to get off my journey. This is my journey, and everybody can't go along with me. And it ain't nothing wrong with it. You say, oh man, what is wrong with you? Oh, I forgot to turn my camera on. Look, I've just been talking and forgot to turn my camera on. Let me give y'all a little old what's happening. Because y'all know this is not done. It ain't looking right. So I do not like getting looked at when this is not done. This got to get done. So there you go. You got your view. Now I'm about to turn this off because, yeah, that's how that's going to work. I might turn it back on here in a little bit. I just don't like being looked at and my hair not done. You know, to me that ain't where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? I'm not there in my life right now. We on forward progression, and that's how it's supposed to be. Not looking behind, not looking back at our glory years. We supposed to be looking ahead because our best years are yet to come. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you, Macadoshi, Mac of the South. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? And what's going on, AV? What's happening with your family? And like these are the things that you really have to look at because while you are on your journey, you know this thing called life. When you see them folks that are still doing, them the folks you got to get about your life because then next thing you know, that that spreads, and then next thing you know, you'll still be doing the same thing because ain't nothing changed. I got boundaries. I got a list of them that I ain't going for. It ain't happening no more. And when the boundaries kicked in, people left because they don't want to uphold them boundaries. And I'm so glad that a lot of people realize they couldn't go with me on my journey because it's my journey. And it's sometimes sometimes it's okay to walk alone. That's why a lot of what a lot of people don't really understand is my intro. I paid for that. It wasn't given to me. Did nobody else buy it? No, that's not how I operate. So nobody said they did that. I paid for it myself. And when I heard it one time, and I bought it because it meant something to me. I understand I understood what it was saying because I'm gonna go my own way. I don't follow what everybody doing to be a part of the in crowd. No, I'm cool. I'm cool on that because when you look at some of the individuals that are in the quote unquote in crowd, if you look at their life 9 times out of 10 is in shambles just so they can be called whatever the fuck they want to be called, so they can be a part of the in crowd. I don't. If being a part of the in crowd costs me my livelihood and have my life in shambles, baby, I don't want it. I like my peace like I have it right now. I ain't got nobody bothering me. I ain't got nobody begging me. I don't have any of that. I don't have anybody disrupting what I'm doing, what I'm accomplishing. Because I accomplish a lot of things every single day. I don't mention it because it's not for everybody to hear. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, my vehicle is paid for. I don't have a car note. I ain't driving around in something I can't afford. My insurance is in my name. This house is we owe less than $60,000 on this house. Less than 60,000. So the house can get paid off. So we've done pretty good. We have never refinanced. We've never done anything like that to put ourselves in debt. I don't have any student loans. Don't have any of those. I don't have any repos on my credit. I don't have it. I've never tried to live outside of the lifestyle that I can afford. I've never done that. Never have. I stick to what I can handle because at the end of the day, you can't rely on individuals to be there for you because a lot of people are selfish nowadays. And majority of the time, they can't even be there for you because they need you to be there for them because they can't even make it in life. And I think that's pretty damn sad on those individuals' parts because the entitlement, the selfishness that they have the lack of consideration for other individuals, meaning they just don't care about anybody else. They just want you to care about them. They don't want to care about anybody else. As long as their needs are met, that is all that matters to them. And those are the types of individuals I don't be around, but a lot of y'all talk to people like that. I don't even talk to them. He said that's why every time you see me, I'm out of town working, a disaster somewhere. I'm setting trends for myself and just super. I feel you. I'm about to drop this link so that if you all want to join in on this particular conversation or you want to add to it or whatever, if you want to talk about another topic or something you want to ask me, all I want you to do is before you ask me a question, I just really want you to really think about you are about to ask me a question, not anybody else. You are specifically about to ask me a question. And then that may help you reassess your situation and take a pick. And if you feel like being froggy, shit, jump and ask the question. But I can't be held responsible for the way I'm going to answer the question or the answer I'm going to give you because it's probably not something that you're expecting. So I'm about to drop this link. Y'all know the rules. You definitely have to turn your camera on. If you ain't never been up here, I don't know what to tell you. You ain't getting up here. I don't do randoms, strays, and stragglers. I don't deal with all that. That ain't gonna work. You even had to be in my chat. I had to have seen you around before, and you gotta be cool. You can't be no raggedy, whatever you want to call yourself, thinking you can jump on this panel because I don't operate like this. But what I will say is, I ain't switched up or changed up on nobody. But what I can tell you is a lot of people changed up and switched up on me, and I've still stayed the exact same way towards them while they switched up on me. It is funny because I've been there.
BCTWT joined.
All right, you can turn your camera off, BC.
What up, too?
What's going on with you, bro? What's happening?
A couple of run-ins with specialitis, you know.
You know, it's prevalent out here in these streets. It's running
Oh,
rampant.
goodness, goddamn gracious.
Yeah, it's running rampant out
But I mean, now what is it that you need answered?
here. What I need answered is, and I mentioned it to you earlier today, but I'll say it again. If people want to blame me, all right, there I am. If people want to blame me for their lack thereof or lackluster life when I was a part of their life, how is it that I'm not a part of their life anymore and they still have a lackluster life?
Because um I'm not even speaking on any one. incident in particular. But normally, people that exhibit that mind frame have yet to figure out that when you point the finger, you got three of your own pointed at you. So until they stumble on that revelation within themselves, uh, things gonna continue to happen the way they happen for them because they not is. I don't even want to say it's a lack of accountability, but usually it is. But
Hmm.
I mean, because they getting in their own way. Because people get in their own motherfucking way, and until they can get out their way, they're gonna keep stumbling. That's why.
Yeah, a lot of them have self sabotaged their own life and they don't even realize it. And at the things that I have said to them, with all the encouragement I've given, I've hardly ever gotten it back from those particular individuals. Now, don't get it confused. I'm glad a lot, all of them actually, I'm glad none of them are around me anymore because I'm pulling more weight than they were. You know what I'm saying? It was just the lack of concern that I had for me, well, that they had for me, the lack of concern. Whereas I'm supposed to be the one that's concerned about everybody. And when you take a look at it, well, I had to take a look at it myself and realize a lot of those all of those individuals who are not around anymore, they had lack of concern for me, but wanted me to be concerned for them. And they had to get left where they are.
Because you got tired of the goddamn tree eating your kite. I understand. I get it.
And
Listen, I
it's
shared some shit with
crazy.
you earlier. Like, I get it.
Yeah, it's crazy that it is really people out here that's like that. They are really
Hey,
like that out here, and it's like you're supposed to grow out of that. Like little kids, they're selfish as hell because they want what they want when they want it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how little kids are. But as parents, we have to, you know, instill
beat
in
him.
them to let them know that allegedly
We
that
got we got to
that
beat that shit out of their ass. That's what we
you
got to
know
do as parents.
allegedly. But we can't just let them, we have to instill and let them know that you ain't the only person that matters here. Everybody matters that you call family. And to family
Hmm.
is putting holes in that boat and they not putting in that work. They just sitting on their ass not doing nothing and thinking that they could call some shots and be the head, row the boat. No, you can't do none of that. You putting holes in the boat.
Hey sis, when you get tired of sitting on your hands, you get up and shoot. You know what I'm talking about?
Hey, but I think a lot of them
So
are comfortable with sitting on their hands and licking the bricks on the houses and licking the walls and shit. So I think a lot of them are pretty content with doing that.
oh, wasn't ready for that. Licking the book. Oh, that sounds all kinds of wrong. That
Hey,
just sounds crazy.
that's right. Look,
Uh,
no class, no decorum, no integrity, no morals. They just don't. They just like can't get right. Before he went big, because can't get right, got big because of other individuals had to put in work for him. But never
hey,
mind.
hey, we ain't gonna
Can't
do it
do
like
it.
that. Oh,
I'm not gonna do that.
yeah, don't do it like that.
I digress.
I mean,
Like,
people are just we motherfuckers should have labels, but people are just people. People should just be, you know what I'm saying? People are people, and where we really tend to go wrong is where I go wrong. I can't even speak for you in that regard. Where I
yes,
go
you
wrong is
can.
I expect me out of others. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
you
the
ain't gonna
the,
get
the
that
simple
ever.
decency, the simple decencies, and like you either got a good heart or you don't. You know what I'm saying? And like I ain't a complicated dude at all. So
Yeah,
sometimes the shit that comes my way, I know I deserve it, just not right now.
right. And that's the thing because you hold yourself accountable. You know where you mess up, and it's very rare. Like I say, I can tell you where I messed up at. I can tell you, point it out, and I know what I did wrong. I can tell you every aspect of my life. What happened at this time, I can literally tell you. And a lot of people don't do that because they're too busy trying to find the fault and blame it on other people instead of looking at themselves. And it's like
Yeah.
you can't keep blaming other people. Look, if those people when you were down were with you and you were still down, and them motherfuckers are not around you anymore, and you still down, that had nothing to do with anybody around you. That had to do
Hey,
with you.
even one more. Yes, you still, it still comes back to you, because if those people did your ass so foul and you still got them around, you some type of super soldier dummy.
Exactly. I mean, I'm telling you.
What
That's
kind
why
of pincushion shit you on? You got to make it. You we as humans are supposed to adapt and modify what we got going on. That's the sign of intelligence,
yeah, or you know how they say, move accordingly.
right? Or
People say it and
or
they don't even do it.
or keep walking into that wall, my nigga.
Oh yeah, I remember I told y'all what 2, 3 years ago. I don't care if I see somebody about to walk into a brick wall. I'm not saying a word. I'm gonna let them do it. And I look, baby, and I've been watching it happen, and I've been laughing, and I have been thoroughly amused by watching them walk into these brick walls. Like I told you, the light bulb should go off. I mean, if you want to keep getting your sonic rings knocked out and let them fall out your ear, I'm here to watch.
Right, and cheer you
Exactly.
on.
Yep, for real. Go for it. You ain't never heard me tell somebody not do that. Go for it.
Cheer you on like a soccer mom. Go, baby.
I'm telling you, I got you. I'm behind you. I support you. Look at Dr. Mark. He said, facts, your foundation is not easy to escape. Those are your core values. Dr. Mark, they should be, but some people don't have a foundation at all. They just got like that what is it called?
Gelatin.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, we'll go with that. I was gonna say they just got cinder blocks. But
Oh, oh man.
we'll go with Jello. We'll go with Jello.
Yeah, you can't lean on that shit.
At all. They can't look them cinder blocks ain't too damn sturdy because a good hard wind can push anything off them cinder blocks.
No, you bugging. Come up to New York. We got cars sitting on cinder blocks. They sitting just fine.
I know. I've seen a whole street of cars allegedly was put on cinder blocks because alleged some individuals were just bored and they didn't have nothing to do, so it was a whole street of cars sitting on cinder blocks. And one
Man,
would
there's a
ask,
lot of.
look, one would ask, where did you get all them cinder blocks from? But then
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
considering the individuals, I just could do nothing but laugh.
There's a lot of unchecked illnesses out this motherfucker, and I see it every day.
I'm telling you, right, Picasso, you've been catching people for 145, 146 years. You should be tired of catching people. Let it go. Just
How
watch
many?
them as they fall.
How many times you gonna catch a cold?
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it. You know what I'm saying? And it's cool. I ain't tripping. I'm glad, like I said, I'm glad and thankful for everything that I've gone through because what it did was it showed me the true characters of individuals that I shouldn't have been around in the first place. You know what I'm saying? And as cold as that is, it's a fact. Dr. Mark said when you're riding to the core, there's no escape. Look at correct. Look at 45. That is a fact. And it's a lot of people, and it's pretty. And I'm glad you mentioned that because it's a lot of individuals that act just like that.
I'm,
You know what I'm saying? They act like, oh, I didn't do it, and just blame everybody. No, look at yourself, bro. Look at what you're doing. You have to have a plan in life. You got to about how you carry yourself. And now if you want to lie to yourself, nobody can change that. By all means, you're more than welcome to continue to lie to yourself. But that's how delusional certain people are. But when you want to be truthful to yourself and tell yourself the truth and call yourself out on your bullshit, you need to be ready to accept I'm just an ain't shit person.
And I was going to ask you. I was waiting for you to finish so I could ask you. So should they have a cry session in the mirror and just say I ain't shit to myself? Like that ain't nobody doing that.
No, that what they should be doing is looking in the mirror and see if they're happy with themselves and run down the list of shit that they have done. Like, should I have done that? Was that really necessary? Did I have to be
Right,
that way? Should I have done? Was there a different way that I could have done this?
man.
Did I have to teach my
That's
kids
not a
this? Should I need to? How should I treat my parents? Though, is the way that I'm treating my parents, is it fair? Is it right? Because 9 times out of 10, depending on the individual, you wrong as hell.
the
Apparently, because those
unfortunate
monks be
truth.
breaking those blocks easy.
The
Yeah,
unfortunate truth to that. The unfortunate truth to that, Quee, is that people got to reach a. You got to go through shit to get to a point like that. Most people, you got to hit a low point before you can come to a conclusion of that type of self realization or analyzing yourself in a negative manner because your mind is geared to protect itself.
well, bro, how low do they need to? How low do they need to be, and how long do they need to be there?
I mean, there's different things for everybody. It could be for me, it was losing my brother. You
Oh,
know what
hey,
I'm
Miss
saying? That's
Joined.
when I started to analyze life for real, like who I evaluating who I was and the mark that I left.
Okay, hold on. What's going on, Omega Red? We got you. Hold on. Let
What's up?
BC
What's
let
up?
let let BC finish real quick, and then we'll go on and bring you in. Go ahead, BC. Finish up.
No,
Oh,
that
okay,
was it. I mean,
okay. No, no, I understand what you're saying, and I feel you because my lowest point was
Hey, dog.
when my grandmama passed, and
mhm.
it took a lot, and then like after her, 2 years later, my last living grandmama passed. So both of them gone within 2 years, and I'm like, this is so messed up. You know what I'm saying? It was hard. But what's going on, Omega Red? What's happening with you?
Hey, hey, what's up, quickly?
Not a whole lot,
What's up,
chilling,
BC?
chilling.
What's good, bro?
I just yeah, I ain't even at home yet. I'm just posting on my way home. So
Hmm.
I had to shoot in here, show quickly some love. I know I ain't been popping up in the live and shit for a while.
Oh no, I appreciate you. I know you be having stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? So it don't bother me. I already know. I know you get extra.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
you know, we go way back, like ODB and Mariah Carey on that fantasy. Y-
Yep. And you see, and the
Yeah, me
crazy
and
part,
Quickly go way back. Y'all
looking
don't know about
looking the crazy part of Mega Red. You don't see her. You don't see none of them motherfuckers around me. None of them.
none. Yeah,
None.
everybody. It's like, well, you don't really. People don't even see me no more because I
Yeah.
got. It's like, man, YouTube, the ego and turned into it's so corny and fake and phony. Yeah, I can't even stomach that shit. So I just
Mhm.
backed away from a whole lot of stuff. I watch documentaries. That's what I do. I'm doing this shit.
Yeah, I've been
I
watching
could
the
care less about boxing.
yeah, I've been watching my documentaries that I watch. I started watching all over again the Wire. I started watching Yellow. I watched all of Yellowstone. I started watching, a whole bunch of things I've already seen, and just to get familiarized with it all over again. And it's like, why not?
Well, I
Like,
didn't want to change the subject. I was trying to listen at the same time I was around people, so I couldn't really understand
oh no, you
what
good.
y'all were talking about. So what
What
y'all was talking about?
what I was talking about was talking about all the individuals that blamed me for their lackluster life, and then when I was around them, and now I'm not around them anymore, and their life is still lackluster.
Oh.
So you can't blame
Yeah.
me.
Oh, you know what happened, don't you?
I have no idea. I don't know anything
You
apparently.
say you the same age as me.
Huh?
You the same age as me.
Yeah,
You seen the '80s. You seen the '90s.
I did.
Now you see these people now. You're like, what the hell is y'all doing with y'all life?
Bruh.
Ain't nobody else gonna get out there and elevate you. You gotta elevate your damn self.
Well, some of those individuals have enablers that'll enable that behavior. That's why they don't want nothing more for themselves than what they got right now. And they're too busy, not doing what needs to be done to succeed in life.
I was talking to my homeboy. He a Vietnam vet.
Oh, okay, yeah, yeah, I
Them
remember
up,
him.
he smoked crack for 10 years.
Oh,
Got off
Lord.
that, got off that, he got off that shit. Got his own house, own cars. Said, man, everybody look. They expect me to be the terrible. His own family think he supposed to be the terrible thing. Said, shit, I got a brand new truck. You got a brand new house. And I got married
Congratulations to
again and
him.
everything.
Congratulations
Yeah,
to
he
him
got out
because
of
that's
it.
that's how it's that and that's how it's supposed to be. He didn't stay down. He got up
Yeah,
and took accountability. He did what he needed to do to get to where he needed to get to. Now don't get it confused. Don't misunderstand me. I understand everybody gotta go through something to get to something. But my thing is how long you gonna keep going through it?
it's like we all. Cause I never even smoked weed. So, and me and him, we hang out a lot. I was telling him, I said, bruh, I said, you don't even know. I said, everybody would chase, they be chasing a dragon. You never gonna catch it.
Nope.
And he told me, he said, one was too many, and a million was not enough. They said, once I got my mind to the point where I wasn't gonna do it again, I said, I never look back. I said, that's why I told him, you need to write a book.
Mm-hmm.
This mug know everybody. He been everywhere, know everybody.
Yeah.
He he used to
That'll
work
be
with
a
Angie Stone. No, she just
that
died.
that'll be a hell of a motivate. That'll be a hell of a motivational book because and make it an ebook as well because some people need to hear what other people go through
Yeah,
so that they can realize they got to a pivot point. To the pivot, they got to a pivot point where they said, you know what, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep sitting
yeah.
here,
He got off
crying.
of it in '98. Yeah, he got off crack at '98. He did it from '88 to '98,
Woo.
and he been clean ever since. And
Congratulations
I
to
would, I,
him. That
and
is amazing.
he goes around, he talk to people, but he don't blow no, he don't blow, he don't blow no smoke up nobody ass. He tell people straight up to say, look, I was there, I was trying, and my people, they kept putting me in rehab. As soon as I get out, I going right back to the crack house. He said it wasn't until I made my mind up
Hmm.
to do better, and then I was clean.
Yeah. When you know better,
I
you
want
do
you to
better.
talk
But
to. I think I want you to talk to her. I said, man, Luma, it's inspiring because he just seen the thing that got him on there in the first place was Vietnam.
oh yeah, and
Mhm.
that happened.
He
That
seen
happened
so
to a
much shit in
lot of men.
Vietnam.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
a lot of things happen to them out there that a lot of them don't even want to talk about, and that's completely
Yeah.
understandable. That's why when I'm around any of the vets, and when people like, hey, do you have any war stories? I'm like, I can't do nothing but shake my head because I have to walk away because if you really want to know the truth, majority of the veterans feel that that's rude. It's very rude of people to
Yeah.
do that. People don't know
Yeah.
because they're so interested in war stories. It's like, nah,
I can understand I
yeah,
can understand why they want to know, but at the same time, it's kind of very
disrespectful.
disrespectful to ask.
Not so much disrespectful as insensitive.
Yeah,
It's kind of
Yeah,
like
just the best word. Yeah.
there's, there's there's things you can't forget. Like if you've ever smelled death. If you've ever smelled burning skin, like they don't want to remember that shit.
Absolutely not. And as hard as that is for some of them, imagine if you catch them in the wrong mind frame. They're not in their right mind. You catch them while they're not in their right mind, and you ask them that, and
Shit.
you start laughing. Anything can happen to you.
They can beat.
It would be an unfortunate situation, but you have to understand that it's okay to not say stuff to people. It's okay to leave people
They,
alone and
I
let them
just,
be what they are.
I just seen a man. This is no lie. We seen a report. We seen a Apache helicopter go over,
Hmm.
and I could see it in the eye. He went right back to Vietnam.
Yeah, they all have a look. They all
But I
have
know
that
how to
look.
react to it because I was in, I was in Iraq and shit. I'm a veteran too, so I know how to talk to them. And
Hmm.
these cats ain't never went through that shit. They be asking, well, what about that? I said, man, chill out, chill out, chill out, chill out,
Yeah,
chill out.
a lot of people think
I
it's a
say,
game, and
give
it's
them the
like,
time,
no,
bro.
this is not Call of Duty video game. This is like they actually
Mm,
really went through real life.
yeah.
Not that you could turn it off and be like, okay, I'll play this again tomorrow. No, they went through this consistently. They didn't have no days off watching video
Imagine,
games.
imagine you reach over to grab your buddy and your hand went in his guts and stuff.
Yeah, like that's crazy work. That's
That's why
Yeah.
motherfuckers drink.
that's pain.
That's
Yeah,
why
and
motherfuckers
they
drink.
Oh yeah.
that's
They
what
call
push them
self
to their vices.
medicated.
Yep, they turn them to their vices. And everybody has a vice or two or whatever. And that's understandable because a lot of us have gone through a lot of shit, and I get it. But my thing is, just don't live there. Just don't
Hey,
stay stuck in that shit because it
hey,
can take over you.
can I block Picasso?
No, you cannot.
Well, I'm just saying that's an option. That's just an option.
Well, I'm
I
glad.
love
I'm
it.
glad you asked me. I appreciate your courtesy in asking me.
That's all I want to say about that.
Y'all,
Hey,
Goodness
hey,
gracious.
hey, and you know what? Picasso have
Hmm.
every right to say anything to me because I said so much shit about Picasso.
Oh man, y'all used to have
Cool,
me laughing.
we good.
I used to laugh at y'all so much, and I would go back and watch my some of my old streams just to see y'all going back and forth, and it would be so hilarious.
You know, Picasso been there for years too. Now he been
I
there
know,
for a minute.
I know. Picasso,
Yeah,
I told you he's 146 years old this year.
god
Oh yeah, he
damn.
been around for a minute.
He's the first Blackstone. That was a
Hey,
meteorite.
he very well might
He
be.
killed the dinosaur.
It's possible. I don't put it past him. I don't put it past him.
Had, well, I probably won't. I'll probably call you and ask you this because I don't want to talk about it on the live stream. But you know, I'm gonna ask you about the knucklehead. But never mind.
Yeah, I don't know. Look, I don't know who that is. I don't
The,
talk to strangers.
you know. Well, you know what knucklehead I'm talking about.
Just text it to me because I have no idea.
Well, I ain't seen no activity from
Oh,
him.
okay.
Yeah,
Okay, now I know who you're talking about.
yeah. What the hell you looking at me, dog? I'm
who
Huh?
else
gonna
you supposed
kill
to
the
look at?
dog. What you think about Shannon Sharp them?
I don't because I heard the
Right.
video. I heard the video, and all I got to say is I don't have a thought at all. I don't
What
have a
was
thought.
what was that? What was the grievance to begin with outside of you had alluded to some he threatened somebody or what have you. But what's the
Yeah.
why?
Um, you know, because
I think it is. I, all them working out and all that muscle, and you want somebody that what 3, 4 times less your size. The hell is wrong with you? Get your grown ass woman, fool. I don't
I
understand
mean,
that.
well, he supposed to get a
Oh,
6 foot woman because
no,
he like, what do you
no,
mean?
no, no. What he should have gotten
no.
was someone that was not 20
Somebody
years
your
old.
your age or your that match you. You gotta get
Hey,
somebody that match you.
how
Yeah,
old are
so
you?
not someone that's 20
For me,
years old and he's in his
Yeah.
50s, and he keeps
I'm
wondering why
85. You ain't
these things.
mother.
He keeps wondering
Hey
why these
man,
things
listen.
continuously
Hey,
happen to
hold
him.
on. Hold on. The reality, I can answer that for you because the reality for his age bracket and his net worth and things of that nature, he not gonna get no good pickings in his age bracket, bro.
No, what
Why
what was
not?
what?
Women be
No, no,
jaded.
not no. What I'm
If you
saying
meet a
is
single woman your age and you in your mid to late 50s, she's not gonna be a very happy woman, bro.
no. What I'm
How
saying
you
is
figure that?
hold on. What I'm saying is not a 20-year-old, because this ain't the first time he done got caught up. And
Yeah, that's a kid.
it's always around the same type of women,
I
the
mean,
same age. He should have learned his lesson
hey,
and messed with
they look,
someone that's not in their 20s.
they look. I mean, ain't nobody was mad at Hugh Hefner.
Hey,
Hugh
look,
Hefner
look,
didn't
look. I'm
have.
45. I turned 45 years old today. I mean, this year.
Yeah.
The girl I'm talking to, she turned 40 this year. I know it's a damn. It's I can talk to somebody within my age group.
Right.
I can't talk no damn 18-year-old or 19-year-old. What the hell I'm gonna talk to her about? She
Nothing,
don't know
because
nothing
they
Gonna
about no
talk
they
to
damn
her about.
taxes.
You're
they
gonna
ain't
talk to her about
experienced.
molding her life. That's what
They
you're gonna
haven't
talk
ex,
to her about
they
because
have not experienced
Or
anything.
grooming. You talking about grooming her life.
talk about getting some
Yes.
fresh shoes, nigga. What you talking about? I want no old boots that somebody done had for 30 years
Man,
on
I'm
their fucking
cool.
feet. I want them new
See,
shoes,
see,
baby.
see, see. I get what? And that's what wrong with y'all got them chasing these young women. You keep
And,
sticking
and
your little wee wee in every damn thing. It gonna mess around and get into a blender. And
look
then
and
when it
look
get chopped up,
look and
when it
wonder
get
why
chopped up,
and wonder why they have so
you
many
you
problems
looking
with women.
crazy.
'Cause Shannon Sharp did not deserve to go through what he's going through. He should have already known.
If he
Don't mess
if
with
he
them
had
in
some
their
common
20s,
sense.
baby. Go on and get him into their 30s.
I, I
You
bet
keep
his brother.
you
I
keep
bet his
having
brother ain't running
problems.
around like that. I bet
Give me.
Sterling Shop ain't running around like that.
He sure is not. And he exactly, Josh Sanders.
Y'all are
He got
being
a grown
unfair.
daughter. That he got a grown daughter. He's messing around with someone that's
So he
younger
can't
than
like
his
what he
daughter.
likes because his daughter's grown.
Let me. That's not what I said.
Is
What
the lady
that's
grown?
that's not what I
It's
said.
it's
What I
Is she
DC.
grown?
It's about being
hold on real quick.
mature. You got to
Hold
be
on.
mature.
If there's
Hold on.
grass
No.
on the field, put me in, coach. I'm playing.
No, what I said was he got a grown daughter. This chick is younger than his daughter. Shannon Sharp has already gone through shit before messing with these younger women. He
Mhm.
can't get
Maybe.
mad.
So,
Oh, this shouldn't have happened. You keep messing with the same type of women, you keep getting the same type of results.
But sis,
so,
that's his
Do
type. That's his
something
type. What
different.
you want? That's his type.
Do do
hey,
something different so that you don't
hey,
have to
you see,
go through this.
hey, you see what happened when you do what he did.
And
People
it's
hard
like
headed. They don't want to.
it's
They
like,
don't want
bro,
to
like
listen.
come on, man. Like you didn't
Right,
he
Picasso.
like come on, man. Like
No,
I
he
mean,
going from
I don't think there's,
ESPN. He
I
going
don't
from
see anything
ESPN.
wrong. I don't see anything wrong with what he's doing on some real shit
if
in
he keep
terms of his taste. In
if he
terms of
keeps
All right,
I can't relegate
BC. I got it.
hold on, hold on,
hold on,
hold
Mega
on. I'm
Ray.
Hold
not
on.
that
Hold
I'm
on.
I'm not that close minded a human being. I'm not gonna be like, oh, because he's this age and she's that age, and like, cause niggas wouldn't be alive if people thought like that. Because our great
B,
grandparents were not the same fucking age, bro.
No, it's if he
I'm not
keeps
saying everybody the same age.
if he keeps getting the same type of results by messing with those types of women is what I'm saying. Every
You
issue
see,
he has had, they've been that type of woman. So he can't
But you
get
don't know
mad.
until you mess
Yes,
with
yes,
somebody the type of
yes,
person they are.
yes you do. Like
You
I'm
can't.
saying,
hey,
if you do the same thing and you keep getting the same results, that's the definition of insanity. What
uh,
did he
let me
expect
let
was going to happen when it's already happened multiple times to him? Then go
Sis,
can I,
another route.
let
Go
me
another
take.
route.
I'm,
you ever bought the same car in
hold
a
on,
different car?
Let me get in here. Let me get in here. I got to say what I got to say real quick. You know the reason why he messing with those type of women, don't you? Do you know the reason why?
Go for it.
It's because he got there can bully them. That's the reason why.
Or he
And
can
she
talk
now
to
she
them.
got there. Now she got a lawyer that bullying his ass. Now he looking stupid.
And this is not the first time
Let's
that
be
he has
real.
gone. This is not the first time that he has been
I mean,
alleged sued. And it's like you keep doing the same thing. Again,
I can't.
it's nothing
I can't
wrong
look at it
with
like
a
he
with a
just want to bully him because he could bully grown men too, bro. Like it's
not no, but that's the
people
No,
thing.
he
have
But
to
can't.
BC,
realize.
No,
hold
he
on,
can't.
wait a minute, hold on, listen to me. He does not. That's the thing, BC. There's the difference. He don't do that. But what happens is when you continuously, like I said, you do the same thing, you're going to get the same type of results. He keeps messing with those young ass females and he keeps continuously getting in more and more trouble. And he continuously is doing it. That's why people looking at like, no, we this ain't got nothing to do with us this time. Black folk, black
It's,
a lot
it's,
of it's a lot of black. Hold on, it's a lot of black women that are not stepping up to have his back. They're gonna let him have it because he's done
uh,
it before. He's done it multiple times, and you keep getting in trouble with these women, and you keep doing the same thing. How many more times? It's like you keep like that brick wall is right. He keep hitting that brick wall, and his Sonic's rings keeps
Maybe
getting
he,
knocked out.
maybe he, maybe realistically, like on some real shit, just for a whole nother angle, a way we not thinking about it. Maybe he fucks with them because they have no fucking clue who he
Dr.
is.
Mark Stearns
Oh no, they know
Jones.
who he is. Hold on, real quick. Hold on. What's up, Siriat? Hold on, Doctor. Hold on, y'all. Dr. Mark has entered the building.
no
What's going
more.
on,
What's
Dr.
happening,
Mark?
family?
What's happening,
What's
Dr. Mark?
What's up,
happening?
Jack?
I salute Dr. Mark. You always salute me, man. I don't
Hey,
know if I always salute you back.
Oh, well, listen, I understand. Sometimes it's difficult with all these people in the chat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah it is.
But listen, I don't want to interrupt, but I do want to comment on the Shannon Sharp situation.
Yeah.
Here's my take.
Hmm.
BC, I understand what you're saying with respect to times were different back in our parents' age, our grandparents' age, so forth. But the times were very different too. And we live in times now where the money grab is the standard. That is what it is. We have a whole new generation of um, absence of the father in the home, the disrespect of the man, particularly in the black community. And I mean, but it happens everywhere. And now the new standard, because of social media, is everything is about get that paper, get that money. Now, and there's no exchange. Now, Shannon Sharp is a ex-professional football player, sports commentator, become very successful, has his own liquor line. She can't even buy his liquor.
At
She's
all.
20 years old, and she is, listen, just keeping it a buck. She's a thought.
Hmm.
That's what she is. I mean, I wouldn't pick her under no circumstances at any point in time, especially with everything that he's been through.
Yep.
So he knows what it is. He for whatever reason he likes that kind of chick. He has a right to his preference, but he doesn't have a right to complain about it. If that's what you want to do, then just why don't you lay out somewhere on a beach and just toss your money around? Because that's what this was. It was
Yep.
ridiculous.
Yep.
And he doesn't, I mean, and I don't have any respect. Listen, if you are 50 some years old and you're messing with a 20-year-old who, I mean, and listen, I've read a lot about this chick. She's not even 20 years old in her mindset. She's more like 14. It's
Yes.
ridiculous. And so for him to choose somebody like that with everything he's already been through means he's an idiot. He's just an
Unfortunately.
idiot. And I
He's
and
trying to
and
bully that girl.
and I like him in some ways, I used to. But I mean, this I don't. I have no sympathy for him. I mean, you raise your hand for this, and you get what you get.
Yep. And it's been multiple people that have
Hey,
even tried to advise him and let him know, hey, leave them, the extra young ones, leave them alone. You've
Uh,
already gone
I
through
ain't, I
so
ain't,
much.
I ain't never had no respect for her. Cause he say, cause he used to say when you playing football, you see me holding the black woman, I'm holding it for the police.
Unfortunately.
He used to say that shit.
And
Oh
So
see,
I
yeah.
ain't got
also
no respect for her.
back in our day, young girls were being raised to be wives. These girls are not being raised to be wives. In most cases, there wasn't no father in their home. That's why they out here doing this shit. So they're just out looking
mm,
for somebody to take care of them. This is not the same as it
and
was
look,
Right.
back in the day. It's
Right.
very, very different.
Yeah, exactly. Thank
I
you,
mean,
Dr. Mark.
and even I mean, honestly, just the way the world has progressed and all of this instant gratification in your device, it wouldn't matter if your pops is home or not because they not paying attention to that.
Well, no, no, no,
Why they
that's
not?
not true. That's not true. I mean, it depends on the type of now. Now, if you, it depends. Here's where I disagree with you. Yes, the environment is very different, so the exposure is different. But the reality is that if you have strong men like that are on this platform and they're raising their children in an environment where, because they're, listen, they know what they can and cannot do. See, it wouldn't have mattered.
Yes,
I mean, there was plenty of exposure to gangs and drugs and so forth when I was coming up.
Mm-hmm.
But my father, I knew what would happen. I knew that I was going to have to pack my bags and leave. He was not going to allow me to stay in the house acting like that. And then there was too many people in the community that were going to check me and then tell him, and I'd have got my ass whooped every day anyway. So I knew better. So I think it's very difficult for us to compare the generations because when you've got strong people, listen, the reason why this platform is such a great conversation is because we got like-minded people, strong men, strong women coming together. This is how you make a change. It's each one teach one. I just had a meeting yesterday with a group of young people, and it's the same thing. They were talking about some of the things that we're talking about that they never heard of. Uh, Protecting somebody because he was smart and wouldn't let him get in trouble and all those kind of things. So what I'm suggesting is this: if we speak about what can't, and that's what we put into the universe, then we're already deciding our fate. We've got to come
exactly, bro.
together with the mindset of solution and
Mm-hmm.
use these platforms and use these conversations and these people as an opportunity to make real change.
Mm-hmm.
We
I
got to
agree.
we got to
yeah,
show these kids what we can do, not
That's
what we
right.
can't do.
That's right.
That's what I do out here. I don't have any kids, but all these kids respect me. They call me Mr. Old Man. I said, okay, young man, you know what I'm saying? They look up to me.
That's
And
right.
I tell everybody, I said, these kids are not bad. They just need guidance.
They need guidance.
That's all they need.
hey, I ain't gonna hold you up. Some of them just bad though, bro.
Some of them are.
Yeah.
You
Some of
know,
them with
these
their
kids,
mouth and
no,
things.
Because I was because
it
as
was,
we have this conversation, I
hey,
think
listen,
about those
hey,
kids that's like
Hold
yo,
on.
man. Some people
Hold on,
just
listen,
make
Megared.
choices,
Hold
man.
on, no Megared. Hold on.
Some people, you can have whatever you got going on at home. Some people just make fucked up choices, man.
That is also true.
but yeah,
Period.
but the kids are not old enough to even realize they're making up fucked up choices. This is what I'm
Some
trying to say. We got the young,
they might
I
be.
got a bunch of, listen to me for a second. It was four young kids. They're going past the house, going to play basketball every day. Me and this a Vietnam vet, he said, "Come here, young man." He said, "Yes, sir." First of all, you got to say yes, sir, when you talk to your elder. Yes, sir. He said, "Pull your pants up." He said, "I'm putting them up. I ain't got no belt." I bought all of them belts. Now they wear them belts. and they be like, "Look, I got my belt on." They happy to have the belt on because we cared about them, and we
That's
showed
right.
them some guidance, and now they like that shit. They proud to wear a belt and have their pants up on their ass.
That's right.
All you gotta do is actually go out here and talk to your kids. Just not just give up and say just the way the world is. Day we got to give up.
Yep.
We can't do that.
I wish my
Agreed.
son would walk around with his pants falling
People
off his
don't
ass. I wish he would.
people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
Yep.
And young people are, listen, you come out of the womb expecting to be guided. The problem now is that we've got a whole bunch of babies raising babies that are still trying to have a life as a kid instead of being a parent. And if when those
Preach.
situations happen, it changes the dynamics. But it's our job as the community to check it. If we don't say nothing and we turn our head and say, "Man, that ain't my kids, man, these kids are crazy." Well, that's why they stay crazy. Because you don't show
Yep.
enough interest in making the difference. What you did, man, is on point. I mean, I do stuff like that all the time. And it's,
And
listen, I'm in the environment that we're in Chicago, and I mean, and it's crazy over here, just like any other major city. But in Chicago on the South Side, these kids respect when you show them respect and love, and they know that you're not going. There are lines they can't cross with you. They check themselves. They will say, "I listen." I've seen some of the baddest kids in this area that I mean that might mug your grandmother, and when they see me, hey man, no, 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 don't, no,
yeah,
Doctor
they
Stearns, no,
remember.
man.
They remember.
They know. I mean, they know who will have a problem with. They can't. They won't do shit like that around me. Now, I'm not saying that they're going to stop completely because there's too many people let them get away with it. That's why this is so important that we say we cannot lose our communities. We've got to be the reason for the change. You got to be the change that you want to see. We got to get out
Exactly.
there and make a difference. If we don't, if we turn a black up, we turn our head to it, it's over.
Yep.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the
Man in
unfortunate
the
thing.
mirror.
It's too
Yep.
many. It's too many people that are comfortable with how things are, and then they'll only complain when it affects them,
Right.
not knowing that when you
Yep.
wherever you, no matter where you go, things happen around. Things happening around you affects you. No
Yep.
matter where you go, you
Yeah.
can go to the stove. If something happened at the stove, guess what? It's
We,
gonna
we
affect you too.
we on one planet, and I've been in the Navy. I've been on all across the damn world. You ain't got nowhere else to go. This is only one rock we gonna live on.
Hmm.
Right.
What we gonna damn do? That damn going to Mars and shit. This shit is crazy as fuck. We
And it's
from the
over.
Earth. We gonna be
Elon
part
Musk
of the
is
Earth.
that shit over. His ass is about to
Man,
lose Tesla and everything else.
I hope so.
hey, they rich ass wanna go to Mars, go ahead. I'm staying right here with my ancestors got there and lay their
I
head down there.
know that's
Yep.
right.
And I'm
Hey,
gonna
we ain't
fight
really
every
gonna
damn
care.
day to make this shit better.
Yep. And my little piece of the world is where I'm at peace, and that's what I don't want nobody to come disrupt my peace.
When it comes to, but I'm bringing this shit back to damn Shannon Sharp ass. Goddamn, come on, man. You too old for that damn bullshit.
He
You done
No
did
such thing.
all this damn shit, and you gonna let this look.
This ain't the first time he's had to
And you,
clean up his image, which is the thing
I
that
know. I'm saying
what's going on.
he
What's going on, KQ? What's happening with you? Appreciate you for pulling
he
up.
chasing this.
This is not the
He
first time
chasing.
that he's had to clean up his image and try to redirect. He has so much going for him right now. It's gonna that some of those things, unfortunately, as much as I don't like it, some of those things are gonna fall by the wayside. He according to him, he's temporarily removed himself from ESPN. Now you got
Yeah, that's what he say.
everything else you have going on. You have just jeopardized your entire life for a 20-year-old. What kind of sense does that make? That
And
makes
you look,
no damn sense. So
and
no,
he
I
look
don't
so
feel that it's
stupid.
He
And you
looking like,
sit
oh,
here
how
and
that
talk
happened?
to
Like, come on, bro.
I
Come
mean,
on, man.
listen, listen. Okay, now, oh man, this now I wouldn't necessarily make the same choice as him, but just realistically, like the nigga is set for life. He ain't never got to
No,
work again, and no
not
shit
really.
like that. Like,
are you sure?
no, what do you mean?
You,
No, no, no,
Yeah,
not really. Because
yeah,
because what can happen
you can
is,
get sued for everything you got.
hey, I was
all right,
just
all
about
right.
to say that.
Listen, I am not getting ready to do that with y'all. It's really this simple. It's really this simple. If I had to
Y'all
sit
got
here and
them.
choose, if I was sitting here and I ain't never, if all I got to do is whatever the fuck I want to do for the rest of my life, if that's where I'm at right here, right, boom, and I'm sitting someplace and I'm like, yo, boom, I'm drinking my own brand of liquor too, right? I'm drunk and I'm getting fucked up, and I want to fuck with a girl. I'm not gonna try to fuck with this 50-something-year-old girl, this 20-something-year-old girls here, because typically they just look better.
No, but
Oh, no
we're not
question
saying
about that.
BC. We're not saying that at all.
I
We're
mean,
not
that's it.
saying what looks. No,
So
that's
what? So
what we're.
I'm trying to understand why y'all don't understand his decision.
That's not it. What we're saying is you have done it before, and it's got you in trouble before, and again and again and again.
And it's the
How many?
same
It's the
20-year-old chicks.
same types of 20-year-old chicks is what we're saying. If you keep doing the same thing, you get the same result. That is the definition of insanity. So BC, what you're saying is you got everything Shannon Sharp got. You go fuck around with this 20-year-old, boom, you getting sued. Okay, you clean up your act. They done took everything from you. You got to rebuild your life. You finally in a place where everything's going for you again. And guess what? You do it again. Now you're getting sued again. Now they start taking away shit from you again. Now you got to build your old life right back up again. Now you back up. You're getting your money right. Everything's going good for you. Then here you go again. That's the
Have you ever
dumbest
heard
shit
this
I've
nigga
ever
speak?
heard.
Have you ever heard that man speaking?
Yes, I have.
Yes.
So don't
Speak
nobody
well.
think he that fucking smart anyway. So what I don't understand what we don't understand. He's a dummy.
Well,
Okay.
wait a minute. He's wait. He's listen. He's been on a national network television show.
Right.
So he's not an idiot when it comes to. I mean, he's smart
Hold
enough to be on
on,
TV,
hold on.
He's
and
smart
I
he's
got
enough
to
got
to
say
and he's
though.
got
cut
a
the sports.
platform. I mean, he's
Hold on,
had
man,
some
Gray.
great
Hold on.
interviews.
Yes, he has. He's
I
actually
got
pretty smart.
I got to say
He
this
has
though.
he has some degrees. He actually does, which is the crazy thing for
What?
me.
Bro, that's books, man. That's
Yo,
I
no,
books.
know,
You
I
get
know, I
the
know.
top.
Hold
Okay,
on. What I'm saying is, I understand that's books, but at the same time, yeah, he talk like a country bumpkin. He do, and sometimes I sound like one too, depending on the
but he
conversation.
criticized all the other
But
damn athletes
that's
about what they damn went through,
that he do all
and
the
he doing
time.
the
All the
same
time.
And he
Yeah.
doing
thing.
this, and he
Yeah.
doing the same thing. And
Yeah.
then you still messing with the same type of 20-year-olds that you keep losing money for. You keep losing tens of millions of dollars that you keep. They're suing for.
You saw
They're
what
suing for.
Monique told him.
Yeah, they suing. He's suing. Getting sued for 50 million. Right.
I
Monique
honestly
told
didn't
him
see
that
none
she
of it.
needed. Hey, she said, "Boy, you need to come over here and let me cook you some hot greens."
I'm telling you, get him a seasoned woman, but that's not what he want because again,
Yeah.
I understand that. But when you keep messing with the same type of women, you keep getting the same type of results, baby. The problem is you, not the women. It's
Yeah.
your ass is the problem.
If
If
you
you got
keep
a
getting
damn
drunk,
wax,
Unless you
if
got
you
money
keep
to throw away.
if you keep getting drunk on your own liquor, and you keep dating the exact same age type chick, and they keep taking you to the bank, and you end up spending 50 million here and there, you are an absolute idiot, a buffoon, and there's no reason for us to to acknowledge any reason why other than he's an idiot, and I'm not going to give him any more shine with respect to that. I mean, if we endorse this, we're telling our young people to do the same shit. There's no
thank you.
way that I'm gonna keep bumping my head on the same ledge. Now I might find a different ledge, and it might be a dumb ledge too. But I'm not gonna knock my head on the same one.
Right. That's crazy to me.
At some
It
point, you
is.
got to there. And like my grandma used to say, at some point, you got to use that tool between your shoulders.
I'm telling you because he talked about what's his name? Oh, God damn it, I can't think of his name
Deshaun
now.
Watson,
He talked
he
about, yes, he
talk
talked
about,
about Deshaun Watson. He
I'm
talked about God. damn.
Darling, Darling,
He's
Donald
another.
Rollins.
What's the other?
Talking
What's
about
the other
he,
Hold on. What's the other basketball player? Hold on. Teach, turn your camera on. He
Kyrie,
talked about what was the
Kyrie
Paul? What
Irving.
I'm a,
he talked about Kyrie. He talked about damn it. What's the he played for the Celtics and he
Oh, my bad.
okay teach. He played for the Celtics. He won and he ended up having the strippers on camera while he was
Oh,
on
Paul
TV.
Pierce.
Paul
Paul
Pierce.
Pierce,
Paul
He
right,
Pierce.
talked.
right.
Yep. He
Yep.
talked about Paul Pierce doing that as well. And I'm like, at least those women were way over 20. Paul Pierce lost his job because of what he did. Now you losing money because of what she's saying you did and what the video said. I wish I didn't even hear the audio from the phone call. I heard
Oh,
it
Tonyo,
today and I was like, oh no.
talking about choking them up.
Yeah, I was like, oh no. He said it twice. I was like, oh God, come on, bro.
And then
Come
say,
on,
you ain't got
man.
no say in the matter. He said it proper. You don't have no say in the matter. I'm going
Oh
to choke you.
man.
What the hell?
I'm like, come on, alleged. These are all alleged. And it's like,
Say, legend my ass.
no,
There ain't
no,
no legend
no,
no
no.
more.
No, we gotta say alleged. Omega Red. We got to because it's YouTube, so you gotta
Just
say
on the
Okay,
alleged.
okay,
on the
for you.
platform.
Allegedly. Yeah, allegedly. And these are the things
Oh,
that unfortunately that
I'm sorry.
when you keep no, you're good. When you keep bumping your head and keep doing the same thing, it's gonna continue to happen. And it's like you can't criticize other people. And it's like and I
Oh,
know this is a really bad analogy, but I still have to say it because I agree with it. It's like a lot like some of the preachers that are in the some of the preachers out there are messing with the whole pulpit.
Yeah.
Like
yep, yep.
that is not a good look. And then you wonder why things are not progressing like you feel it should, but you keep doing the same thing and you're not doing the right thing. When you say to your man you have to walk in such a manner and handle yourself in such a way that is doing the right thing. What's going on, Mrs. Knockout? Hey, sweetheart. It's about your mannerisms. It's about integrity. It's about just being a man. Period. And some of these individuals,
Exactly.
they just not it. A
They ain't
lot of
men.
them
They
are
don't have
just.
no manhood in them.
It's
They
just
don't know how to grow the hell up.
it's unfortunate. And hold on, let me let Teach. What's going on, Teach? Go ahead. What you got? And then I'm gonna read Josh Sanders' comment after that.
I mean, I just came up just to come on. I don't really have any substances conversation. I just heard you guys talking earlier. By the way, hey, Cree, hey, Doctor Mark,
Hey,
how's it
Teach.
going, Omega?
What's going on, Teach?
Yeah,
What's up,
so
Teach?
I have no
Hey,
like,
Mrs. Knockout.
Oh yeah, and I'm
yeah,
gonna
I
go ahead
can't
and.
bring nothing to this conversation.
KQKC, what's happening, brother?
I know, I feel you. Understood. Let me go ahead and
So
read. Let me go ahead and
what's
read Josh
happening though
Sanders.
is
Hold on.
so
Let me
what's
go ahead and
happening is
read
this.
Josh Sanders' comment real quick.
The
All right,
baby little dog. Oh,
Hold on, Omega Ray. You need to go on mute because if is
my
that
bad.
somebody talking to you?
My bad.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Josh Sanders says he needs to be ridiculed. Ooh, hold on. That's okay. Hold on a second. Okay, that was loud. He said, oh, where'd that comment go? He says, he needs to be ridiculed tough because he know better. He ain't disabled. He aware of his decision. Very true, Josh Sanders. Very true. What's going on? What's going on, Jay Gibb? What's happening with your family? He is definitely aware of what's going to happen. And like I said before, you guys, if I see you finna hit this brick wall, I've already talked to you before you hit that brick wall. I'm not going to stop you anymore. Now, in Shannon Sharp's case, allegedly, he's gonna continue to hit his head on this brick wall because he ain't missing. Unfortunately, he has not learned his lesson, which I think is the craziest thing on the planet. When you and you can't say that nobody that people don't know who Shannon Sharp is. He got billboards. Everybody know who Shannon Sharp is.
Yep.
Everybody knows, especially them type of women know they looking at him, they looking at a walking dollar sign. They
Yep.
don't give a damn about anything he got going on. As long as he got some money, they're trying to collect. And this is not the first time that this has happened. And yet here we are again. He, needing people to defend him allegedly all over again when he just did it again. It's like, come on, like I'm tired. This ain't my fight. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna keep doing it because I'm not gonna keep. I'm even though my voice is not really heard because I really don't matter. To him, but I'm not going to keep wasting my time on someone that continuously does the same thing and they looking in the mirror and I guarantee he's looking in the mirror saying, "Damn, how the hell did this happen? You know exactly how this happened. You did it again, allegedly." And now you back in the same position. Like, enough is enough. You gotta stop doing this stuff and stop entertaining this ignorance and stupidity around you. Why don't you try to mess with someone that's in their 30s? Maybe you'll have a different result instead of someone that's 20 years old. What did you think she wanted from you? She don't want a relationship with you. She don't want no rings and all this. She wants your money. And he gonna give it to her, allegedly. So it is what it is.
And
Is this scenario different from the last one? Because I don't know exactly what happened this time, but the last time, he was caught on tape, doing, stuff.
Look,
Is this
yeah,
is
look.
this different from the last time? Or?
No, this one's different, but she got him on tape too.
Oh, she got him on tape too. Okay,
Yeah,
it's the
yeah,
same
they,
thing then.
yeah, they played it. They no, but they weren't in the middle of a activity.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. He's been caught on tape, so I mean, it's pretty much the same thing, I guess.
Yeah, and it's just unfortunate that it's like, bruh, because I was with him at first, and then I heard the video, and it's alleged. All these are alleged, but you do hear him clearly in her. I mean, like I said, she does. In my opinion, I agree with Dr. Mark. She does not have the mental capacity for what she was trying to accomplish, but it is a possibility that she will walk out a millionaire.
yeah. And the reality, when you're a celebrity and you've got that kind of money, you're in the public eye like that, you have to have a little different way in which you choose a mate. First of all, you probably, and this, I mean, there's always exceptions to the rule, but more than likely, you need to find somebody that already has their shit together where they don't need your money. I mean, not that you don't have more money than them, but the fact that if you're looking at somebody that has absolutely nothing, well, that's got to be an absolute no-no. I cannot date somebody that has absolutely nothing. If I'm going to take her from zero to where I'm at, no. I mean, especially in this kind of environment, when you're in the public eye like that, you've got to protect yourself because this is what the standard is now. And if you don't, then you're going to be, Shannon Sharp is going to keep going through it, and allegedly, and other people will too.
Yep.
So let me ask you this question,
Hey,
Doctor.
hold on for your inbox. Same thing. Hey, quick.
Yeah.
I'm get myself situated. I'm gonna head to the house and everything. I don't want to be talking while I'm driving because
Okay.
I'm being the back roads and stuff. And then when I get, if you still on, I jump back on. Okay.
Okay. All right. Be careful.
All right. Thank you.
All right. You're welcome.
All right. So let me ask both of you this question.
Uh-huh.
When does it become a problem to secretly record somebody?
It's never okay to secretly record anybody because that's what it is. It's a secret. Like, you're deceiving, you're trying to deceive so you have the ability to what is it called? To navigate the conversation how you would like for it to be navigated to make it seem like something that it may not be. And
Right.
Unbeknownst to that the person that you're actually talking to. So it's never okay to secretly record anybody.
And he has enough money, obviously, to have good attorneys. And so I'm sure this is going to come out in court. More than likely, they're going to settle out of court because the attorneys are going to make a fortune. So he's probably just going to settle out of court. So she's going to get some money. And I mean, at some point in time, you just got to get tired of that. I mean, why are you with somebody that is recording you And this has happened to him multiple times without your permission. Now, if he had some secret camera somewhere because he's into the freak show, and they found that, then that could be used against him, and then he'd be wrong as well. But no, you can't. You've got to get somebody's permission, and it's got to be in writing, or if it's got to be confirmed on tape or something, where you have given a person permission to record you. If you haven't done that, then it'll work against you in a court of law.
Yep. And unfortunately, this is where we are. And like I said, I just look at it and I'm like, again,
Your
and
mic
it's
is low,
like,
Pinky.
you know, what you say, Keith?
Your mic is
Oh,
it's
my
low.
mic is low. Sorry about that. Is that better?
Oh, it's better now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, like I say, it's just, again, it's like, how many more times we finna keep doing it? It's like I say, when when you're when you're in a relationship and y'all keep having the same damn conversation. One, somebody ain't listening. Two, somebody don't give a shit. Three, y'all might need to call it quits because there's not going to be a change because you're continuously talking about the same thing. A changed behavior it should be the ultimate goal of succeeding. And with Shannon Sharp, allegedly, with the things he's being alleged of doing and saying, he needs to have he needs to change the behavior that he has so that he can then do better. Because when you
He
would think he knows better, but apparently not, allegedly.
he needs counseling. I mean, when somebody is continuing to go, they need help. They need professional help.
Yep, he does. He needs to sit down and like get him a team, get his life together. He can have multiple therapists instead of just one, because
Right?
he might need more than one. Because look at the, I mean, and this is a big one now. This is the next big one after the last big one. And now he's gonna have to spend some more money. And it's like I said, if you want to just keep throwing your money away, I mean, there's other places you can just throw your money away at, and you won't have any of those types of issues. You can always go to the titty bar and just throw his money away. He can do that instead of doing this and getting sued.
We can start an investment fund for people that want to keep throwing their money away, and they can get a return on their investment.
I'm telling you, because we can come up with a plan. Because it's got to be something better than what he's doing. Because he's losing every time in every situation. He's losing. He does not have a win yet. Yeah, and I said the same thing about Skip Bayless. He was wrong as hell for that. And Shannon Sharp did talk about Skip Bayless as well.
Yep.
And it's like the hypocrite part of it. I mean, it's not an issue for me because I know what it is. But when those same people that you talked about come out and then have comments about you, how mad you gonna be? And I can guarantee he's going to be very upset. You mad at them for what they're saying about you, but you didn't want them to be mad at you while you were saying stuff about them. At the end of the day, it's okay to just, you know what? I got no comment. Ain't nobody gonna talk noise about you for not having a comment. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right.
it's no problem. But when we want to hurry up and jump in these conversations, you forget that it has happened to you and it can always happen again. And look at what happened. He's right back where he don't want to be. Allegedly. I mean, he could like where he at because he keeps going through it, so one would think that he enjoys it. Unfortunately, because if he didn't, it wouldn't happen so often. Ain't no telling. Anybody got anything else to add? Teach, you got anything to add, or Dr. Mark, you got anything you want to add to it?
No, I think we said about everything that could be said about it.
Yep, I agree.
I'm good.
I agree. Too old to not know better. Exactly. I
Yeah.
definitely agree with that. What's going on? Why sports betting? What's going on with you, sweetheart? I appreciate you for pulling up. But yeah, and in the world that we are in now, back to one of Dr. Mark's points, things ain't like they used to be. People ain't like they used to be. It's more people out here trying to get over on people than trying to work with people. And it's a lot of jealousy and hatred and envy out here because it's a lot of people that, you see, they don't want you to have more than what they have. They happy for you, but when you start doing better than them, now they got a problem. And that's the unfortunate thing because I see that in a lot of fellas. I see it in a lot of fellas. A lot of fellas want to be able to do what these other men are doing, and it's like you can't do that. You don't have what they have. You want to pretend to have what they have so that you can do what they do. But your life is in shambles. Their life may not be in shambles. If they are, you don't know nothing about it because they're not going to tell you. But your ass trying to be something that you are not. As a adult man, you want to be like another man. I can understand you being inspired. That is different, and I completely get that. A man inspires you. I get that, but you cannot be that person. Oh, I'm gonna do this. You know what? Me too. You know what I'm saying? Oh, hey, you know what? What about this today? Yep, I'm gonna do that too. No, you cannot do that. Won't you make sure your life is in order before you start trying to be what other people are? Let me see. Picasso said, I think people need to stop using their body to manipulate others. People need to stop using money to try to get what they want and get mad when they have buyer's remorse because what they tried to buy didn't go in their favor.
Facts. Yeah, it's a two-headed coin. It's
is.
absolutely a two-headed coin. I mean, first of all, if we weren't so easily to buy, they wouldn't be trying to sell it. I mean, it's the reality is that the seller can only sell something that a buyer wants. And there's too many people out here that are willing to, pay whatever just to, just to have a quick thrill and then be upset about how things work out.
Yep. What's up, Funky? What's up, Cash Crypto? What's happening with y'all? Appreciate y'all. Y'all make sure y'all smash that like button. But yeah, and that's the buyer's remorse. And it's like, at the end of the day, was it worth it?
Right.
For 20, 30 minutes of your life, and it's going to cost you $10, $15 million for 30 minutes? And you don't think another woman going to hear about that? And you don't think another woman finna try to do it immediately?
And in some cases, it was 3 minutes. Yeah. Hold on. Let me get a good night's sleep. I'll be back in the morning.
You ain't lying. You ain't lying. And that's the crazy part. It's like, why? I mean, I get, everybody got to pay for something, men and women, and I get that. It be that way sometimes. But when you're foolish enough to have tens of millions or hundreds of millions of dollars to keep going through the same thing, like, I want to grab a 2x4 and put it to you, allegedly. Because the light bulb has got to go off. It really has got to go off. Mm-hmm. And, you can like who you want to like. You know what I'm saying? And Diaz, ain't nothing wrong with it. He can like who he like. But they the ones that keep getting him caught up in this shit. So until he's ready to stop getting caught up in shit, maybe he will change.
Right.
What's going on, Jab Queen Boxing? What's happening with you, sweetheart? Appreciate you for pulling up. And at some point, and I've said this time and time again, at some point, everybody got to grow up. Everybody, man and woman, you got to grow up. He can't keep blaming this, that, and the third. You got to do what you got to do, no matter whether you want to or not. And he's going to continue to keep going through the same thing. He's going to continue to talk down on other individuals who do crazy shit as well. He continues to talk down on them. And he doing it. It's like a do as I say, not as I do. And that's not how life works. When you are truly an adult, you are able to take criticism without getting an attitude. You are able to have your dignity when you need it. It's there. Can't nobody take it from you. You have integrity. You have morals, allegedly. And you can stand by something. Unfortunately, his got swept right out the door for a 20-year-old. And now he back in trouble. Oh, we missed you too, Funky. And that's the crazy thing. As like I said, at some point everybody gotta grow up. Like, what are we doing? He too old for that. He really is. I'm not saying he gotta mess with anybody in his 50s. I ain't saying nothing like that. But get out them 20s. Leave them 20-year-olds alone because you ain't having no good luck with them. And you keep getting in trouble. Let it go. Now, on to something else. And y'all weren't up here, and now y'all are here. So we'll talk back about the original thing that I said. When you have individuals that blame you for their lackluster life, and you're not around those individuals anymore, and they still have that same lackluster life, at what point do they need to look at themselves and quit trying to blame other people? You got anything on that? He is a walking lick op. He is. That is very true. Because when I tell y'all, again, how peaceful have y'all heard my house? I'm in the house on this live. In the house. Y'all don't hear no crazy shit going on at all. You said Shannon Sharp, Shannon intention is the, yeah, and he look and he keep leaving the shoe somewhere, and they keep throwing it back to him and hitting him in the back of the head with it allegedly, and it's costing him tens of millions of dollars every time. You said some people never grow up and take accountability. They won't.
What was the question again, Queen? Kind of eating dinner at the same time.
Oh, okay. The
What
question
was the
is,
question?
if individuals that you're around, they blame you for their lackluster life or why they can't because they feel like you're holding them back or whatever lie they want to tell. What's going on, Crush? And you're no longer around any of those individuals anymore, and their lives are still lackluster. At what point in time do they need to look at themselves and quit trying to blame other people?
I mean, they gotta. I guess they gotta look at themselves pretty hard because it's like repeating the patterns, right?
Mhm.
I guess when when the same problems just keep showing up, like no matter who they blame, at some point it becomes obvious that the common denominator is them. So they just gotta look at themselves really hard and just to see what they have to change about.
Yep.
Maybe maybe they need therapy or something, or
Yep.
um, if they could do it by themselves, just gotta grow on their own, I guess.
Yeah. And I hope at some point everybody decides that they need to grow up and do it because you can't keep depending on other people to help you live your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what tends to happen. And and I will stand by everything that I'm saying. I don't give a damn who finna hit that brick wall, and I'm gonna sit and watch you do it. I am because I've already tried to help more than people have tried to help me, and that's
Right.
why they're not around me anymore. So I'm going to sit back and watch every single one of them keep bumping their heads.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really control.
Nope.
You can't really control what they do. I mean, they'll just eventually, I guess, come to a realization. I guess.
Yep, they
I guess
will.
the only thing that you could do is just protect the peace, right, and stay focused on like what you're doing, your own path.
Oh yeah, and I'm gonna look and I'm gonna watch them and laugh because
Hmm.
it's like I don't know why you keep doing this. All you had to do was do something different. You keep doing the same shit, you're gonna get the same shit back. And unfortunately, people are cool with that. I'm not one of those individuals that are cool with that. I'm going to display a change of behavior. I'm going to get up and make something happen. I'm not just going to sit down and just be cool with it. No. You know, Goody Mob made a song about it. Get up, get out, and get some. You know what I'm saying? That's part of
Facts.
the song. And unfortunately, people don't want to get up, get out, and get some. And another song that I can tie into this is the reason I can say a lot of the things that I've said, and because I have been one to try to help individuals. I've paid my dues. Shout out to 8 Ball and MJG. I paid my dues. I done sat. I done put forth a lot of effort. I've displayed. Apparently, I have displayed a lot of patience that I didn't even know I had. And to watch the individuals still going through shit, it's like, thank God I'm not around that shit anymore. Thank God. Because when I tell you, everybody can't go on this walk of life with you. You're going to have to leave some people where they at. That's why you don't see any of those people you see me around since 2018. I'm not hardly around any of them, if not none of them. Even from ones in 2020, I ain't around them at they asses either, because they had to get let go. They're not on this journey with me. What's going on, Supreme Cam? What's happening with you? You know what I'm saying? And they will not be on that journey with me because I'm going where I'm going. Funky, go, Funky. Go listen to Paid Dues by 8 Ball and MJG, and they got CeeLo singing the hook. I want to check that song out. That is, I play that on a regular. And why sports bet? And she says some people go through life thinking everybody owes them. Ain't that the truth? They are too parasitic to do for themselves. That's why the person who was their former host are not changing lives. They can't find a new host and stuck, bruh. I'm trying to tell you. I see that happen a lot. That's why you don't see me channel hopping and jumping on, panel hopping, because I don't get on anybody's panel. If anybody want to hear what I got to say, you're going to have to come to my channel to hear what I got to say. You know what I'm saying? As long as I've been around, to the new people that came around, you won't hear me. You gonna hear me on my channel. I'll be in the chats the chats that I'm in, and I unsub from quite a few people throughout the years, and I'm gonna continue to unsub from people because some of the things that they're doing, their actions, their behaviors is just not on the trajectory that I'm going. So they got to get left.
You got some people who, know that they need to change, but they just don't want to change their habits, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of like these people who are, um, how do you say, yell for no reason. Like they yell for no reason, and then their excuse is like, "That's the type of person I am."
Yeah,
So
no,
I
that's
guess they're
not.
just addicted, addicted to that kind of lifestyle, I guess.
Yeah, it's that is just the way that I am type individuals. After they do some real foul things and say some, yeah, that's not gonna work because you have to look at, again, like I mentioned earlier, your actions affect everybody around you. You
Mm-hmm.
might not really think about it, but you can go into the store and you can flip out in the store, and it's gonna affect everybody around you. Or
Mm-hmm.
someone can flip out around you at the store. It's going to affect you. If you out driving in your vehicle and someone fly past you and try to cut you off, that's going to affect you, and it's going to affect the people around you and the people behind you and on the side of you. And those are things you gotta understand.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything that you do affects somebody in some way, shape, form, or fashion.
And
And we have to, as individuals, have to understand that the moves that you make can either set you up for failure or they can set you up to win based on how you move in life. One wrong turn, as we have seen, can mess you up for a while on something that you could have avoided from happening. Y'all crazy as hell. In the chat, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, and procrastination is a dream killer.
That it is. That it is. And that happens a lot. Like me, I'm off tomorrow. How much you think I'm finna accomplish tomorrow? Nothing. I don't wanna do nothing. But I have to get my hair done. I have to take my son, drop him off so he can get his hair cut. And we gotta take my mom out to celebrate tomorrow. Now, after I get done with all that, I'm not doing nothing else. I ain't leaving my room. I'm gonna sit and chill and I'm gonna watch Stranger Things or watch something crazy on TV until I go to bed. I ain't moving. So I
But you
ain't gonna
deserve that.
accomplish nothing.
Yeah, you deserve that. You've got to have time for you, whatever that is. If it's just, I just want to chill and do whatever I feel like doing, that's, you deserve that. Got
Yep.
to take time for you.
Oh yeah. And I can't wait. I cannot wait. I can't because everybody needs that. And when you don't have the ability to do that, yeah, you're gonna run into some issues. Unfortunately, because you get too overwhelmed and all this, that, and the third. And at some point in time, you gotta pull back and chill. You know what I'm saying? Funky, she is what's today? She's at work. You know, at some point in time, you gotta take a step back and reevaluate your life, reassess the individuals around you, reassess you as an individual to make sure because every now and then you got to check you. You
Right.
got to do it. You got to do that every now and then. You got to check you.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
No, you're absolutely right.
Oh yeah. Anything else you guys want to talk about or anything? Because I'm gonna make it to 2 hours and then I'm gonna go and call it a night.
Oh yeah, it's been a good show, as it always is, and I appreciate you having me.
Oh,
Appreciate everybody in
anytime.
the chat. Anybody I didn't speak to, what's up? And Teach, always a pleasure. And
Likewise.
BC is gone. He must have left while I was. My phone died. Surprise,
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, I think yeah, I think he got a phone call, I believe, or he had to run because I think he has to work in the morning as well.
Right. Yeah, my phone died, so I had to do a quick. I wasn't paying attention. I'm like, oh shit. I was at 1%. By the time I got to the plug, it was gone.
Yeah. Yeah, that is funky. That's Dr. Mark. Absolutely. Yeah. And it's been a crazy week. Crazy week of work. You said I gotta oh, okay. That's right. Appreciate you, Wise Sports Bet Angie Wise. I appreciate you. Yeah.
DSTN. What's happening, my brother?
Yeah, I don't talk sports over here at all anymore. I don't follow it anymore like especially well boxing at least. I'm more of a college basketball fan and things like that. And college football is the things that I kind of watch. You said check myself into Gloria's and Razoo's one weekend. Hey, because I've done that and it was a hell of a weekend when I did it. I just went to Gloria's about 2 weeks ago. I haven't been to Razoo's in a minute, but I plan on it. I definitely plan on it. Hey, I might be,
One thing,
in Dallas somewhere.
one thing that I wanted to say though, and I guess I could ask you guys, did you guys ever felt like there was a point in your life where you felt that you needed some type of growth? And for me, I mean, I could mention one as well.
Yeah,
Um, so for me, like I don't like going anywhere, man. So when people ask me to go somewhere to an event or something, most of the times I just feel like it's a waste of time. Like, why do I have to do this? And then I just came to a realization that, most of the time I just gotta stop being selfish because um, I don't have to like do it for me all the time, like to make somebody else happy, even if I don't want to do it. So that's a realization that I came to. So it's like growth actually requires like accountability. Um, and even if it feels like punishment, you just gotta do things sometime, to please other people. So
Yeah, yeah. Everybody got to do. Everybody got to go through something to get to something. You
Yeah,
know what I'm saying?
yeah, I'd like to speak to that, Teach. You know, I agree with you with the respect that we all have to do things that sometimes are uncomfortable for us. Socialization is something that we've got to have because people are always going to be in our life and we need to know how to socialize. But it depends on, and that's why it's important to pick people that are of like minds that have some interest, or if you decide to branch out and expose yourself to other things, that's always good too. But you know, to just go along with other people because they want to do something that you don't want to do, I don't always agree with that. I think that if you're not a party person where you don't like to be out at the clubs and so forth, and you've got friends that always that's what they want to do, and there's going to be drinking, and maybe you don't drink or whatever it is that you don't enjoy in that, um, you don't have to go. I mean, if that's what they do, see, the adjustment that you have to make is you have to meet people where they are. So if you're the type of person that doesn't want to go out and party, then I'm going to invite you by the house when we're having something a little more intimate and social because I know that that'd be something that you would enjoy more than being out at the club. So the adjustment has to be made on both sides. You shouldn't be the one that's always making the adjustment to please someone else. Because when that happens, you might find yourself in a situation where something goes wrong. Somebody, you end up, you thought you had a Coke and somebody put something in your drink. I mean, anything can happen because sometimes people that know they're around somebody that doesn't like to party and they've
Yeah,
out drinking or whatever, sometimes they get a little bit messy. And so
yeah,
things sometimes could happen that would put you in danger because you were listening to someone else. So you got to follow your own mind. I think respect is a two-way street. And if somebody's willing to meet you halfway, then it's more appropriate for you to say, okay, well, you always go bowling with me. I'm not a tennis player, but hey, I'll give it a shot with you. I mean, that's fair. But when it's a one side, oh man, come on, we want to party and you don't want to party, then don't party. You
right.
shouldn't have to change just because other people want you to.
So I would
right.
say, and I totally get where you're coming from. For me, I guess this for me, I want to consider it like a bad habit of mine. And the reason why I say that is because out of 100%, I could say maybe 90% of the time, I just keep turning everybody down, and that's a real bad habit. When I know that they like genuinely want me to be somewhere and want me to, enjoy spending time with them. So part of it is on my, I mean, it's on my part, like part of it.
Well, what I would do, this is what I would suggest. What you have to do is decide what is it that everybody wants you to participate in that you never want to. What is that reason why you don't want to? And don't and it's got nothing to do with them. This is strictly about you. What is it that what is it that you won't enjoy in whatever it is they're asking you to do? Sometimes people are just not. I mean, I know people that aren't very social. They just, for whatever reason, they like being by themselves. And usually there's some whys with respect to that go way back, in early childhood. Sometimes they don't even know. There's certain something that happened that caused them to be withdrawn. And if nobody ever discovers it, they may stay like this for the rest of their life. And so it's really about you finding what your why is. Why is it that I don't want to do the things that they want me to do? It has nothing to do with whether or not they're disappointed that you won't come. It has to be about you first. You have to decide, what is my why? And then, is am I being unreasonable in that? Is that dysfunctional to me? Does that have long-term implications to me? Not to them, to you. Because until the most important person that you have to make happy is you. You've got to be happy with who you are and the decisions that you make for you. You cannot base it on pleasing others, because once you do that, you're already unhappy because you're now doing something that is so uncomfortable to you. You're miserable through the process. You mentioned that earlier. Even if you're miserable, no, you should never be miserable doing something that you're doing out of love. Because if it's love, then you're not miserable. Because I'll give you an example. Um, when I was married, there was pretty much nothing that my wife and I could do that we wouldn't enjoy together. If we were together, we didn't care what it was. We would always find a way to make it fun because we were together. And that was the kind of relationship that we had. Now, it didn't work out, and there's a long story with respect to that, but that is how we were. And that is what real relationship is. You've got to, everybody's got to accept you for the way that you are. Now, if there's some morality issues and things of that respect, then there might be things that you're a little bit unkind. Now, I don't hang out with people that do this or that. That is your right. But if it's outside of that, then you've got to accept the person the way they are. Everybody doesn't like the same stuff. I might like fish and you might hate fish. You
Hmm.
shouldn't eat fish because I'm always making fish, and it's like, well, maybe I'll just go ahead and eat it. No. If you don't like fish, don't eat it. If I want you to come to my house and eat, I'm going to make something that I know that you will eat. If I won't do that, I'm not your friend. Period.
That's right. And I'm glad you mentioned that food because I'm going to make some seafood lasagna on either Saturday or Sunday. Yeah, I'm gonna take a
Oh,
stab
wow.
at it. I've never made it before. I've always seen it, and I was like, I got inspired.
Oh, yeah.
And
Ooh, that
and the thing
sounds
is,
good.
like my mom, she's the only one in the house that eats fish. She eat catfish and she eats salmon. Me and my son, we don't eat that. But me and my son like spicy stuff. She don't eat that. So
Okay.
I end up making depend when I'm cooking things. Sometimes I'll have to put some stuff aside for her and like, Mom, this ain't spicy, while this over here is. So I kind of have to do what I do, or
Right.
scale back the seasoning, or sometimes I won't put any cayenne pepper in anything, and I'll just let me and my son, put some cayenne pepper or eat a jalapeno or whatever we need for whatever the food that we're eating. She won't. She's not gonna be able to do that. She can't. She used to be. She used to eat that stuff, but I have to scale things back for the sake of the house. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
to make sure that everybody's good, because if something happens to her, I gotta make sure she good. I gotta take care of her.
That's
If something
right.
happens to my son, I gotta make sure my son is good. I gotta take care of him.
That's right.
So
That's
I
right.
need so I need everybody to be good in this house so that I can be good in this house.
And see, and teach in your example. I'm glad you said that, Quee, because
Mhm.
in your example, you should not feel like, okay, I hate fish, but I'm gonna go ahead and eat it because you know, they're disappointed. They love fish. Everybody loves fish, but me. No, if you don't love fish, that is your right.
Mhm.
Then they have to, if they want you to eat with them, then they have to prepare something that you like also. If they refuse to do that, I wouldn't eat with them anyway. I'd be like, well, no. I mean, if every all you're gonna have is fish, and you're gonna say, well, hey, this is what we got. Okay, well then, So then don't be mad at me if I bring my own food or if I bring, if you want
Yep.
me to be here, then you want me to be pleased with the meal. I don't eat fish, period. And if all you're going to make me is a salad, then I'm not coming. you
That's not gonna
know?
work. Yeah. That's why I always, if I get her some fish or whatever, I'm always gonna get me and my son some shrimp, or we're gonna get something else. We're not gonna just be stuck. Like me personally, I don't eat fish. I don't like the feel of it. I don't like any of it. It's a smell, it's a texture thing. I just don't like nothing to do with it. But because she loves it, I'll cook it for her. And however she want me to cook it is what I'll do.
See,
But
that's the
I ain't
love,
finna
though.
eat that mess. I ain't
See,
eating it because it feels disgusting.
what we have to get to the place of is understand that everything that we say is a behavior. Love is a behavior, it's not a word. So is respect, so is family, so is all of these things are behavior. And if there's no behavior associated to the word, it's not true. I don't care what people say about it. If you don't show it in what you do, it's not true. Period.
Yep, that's it. And that's why I'm gonna do what I'm doing. I'm gonna put what I'm gonna do is get some shrimp, get some crab meat, and I'll probably put some crawfish in it because I'm not gonna do that lobster. That's gonna take me way over the budget that I have planned for it. But but my mom, she eats all of that. Everything that I named, she eats. So it's like, okay, everybody in the house can eat all of this. So I'm cool with that.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. And they're lucky to have you.
I get it right every now and then.
No, you seem like you getting it right an awful lot.
Well, probably a lot more now than previously.
Well, hey, we all have our growth, right?
Don't we? I'm telling you, I just grew in January. Started January 2020 of 2025 is when I grew. I had a hell of a growth spurt, baby. And
Oh,
look, and it's still, and I'm still growing.
let me tell you something, and you will for as long as God gives you time to be here.
You better
You will
know it.
grow forever. You don't ever stop. And that's really the goal is to make sure that every day you're a better version of yourself. It doesn't matter where you are, just be better tomorrow.
Yep. And
Facts.
thank the Lord for waking you up every morning to give you another chance to get it right.
That's it. That is it. Amen to that.
And on that note, we finna go on and end this because I got something to do.
I got you.
All right, go ahead, Dr. Mark. Give us your last words and let us know when you plan on using your channel again, if any, or what you would like to see or start doing. We can get
Well,
some plans going.
um, well, first of all, it's always a blessing to be here with you, Quee. I'm just so proud of you and so proud of your growth and what's happening with your channel. Everybody in the chat is family to me, and I've been spent. My mother's birthday is actually Saturday. Well, it's actually tomorrow.
Hmm.
We're having a party for her Saturday, so I'm actually that's where I'm at. Actually where I'm at now because I wanted to be here when she woke up in the morning,
Hmm.
and so I could say happy birthday to her. And then I'll be back again on Saturday for a party. But I'm going to get back to doing live streams soon. I
Okay.
have I've had some viral uploads that you can still look at,
Yeah.
and shoot, I'm approaching. I'm right at 2.4 million views in 3 weeks.
Yeah. And
So
still going.
it's still going. So things are moving well with respect to that. But listen, I respect everyone that's here. And, you're going to be seeing more and more of the things that I'm going to be doing to show my support of you guys. So just stay tuned. It's a lot coming. And again, Quee, thank you so much for having me, and always a blessing to be here.
Anytime you want, just say the word and we'll make it happen, Dr. Mark. I appreciate you so much as well. Thank
Good
you for
one.
everything. And teach what you got for us.
Yeah, well, the topics discussed, tonight were, pretty relevant, and, everybody had their insight. like insights on it when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to like the Shannon Sharp issue or whatnot. I really like the the topic on the personal growth that we just discussed just now.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and what Dr. Mark said and what you brought up also were pretty valuable, man. Like everything just made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you guys for that, pretty much.
Oh, no
Um,
problem.
and before I leave, I just wanted to shout out Dr. Mark's mom and just to say happy birthday.
Oh yeah,
Hey,
absolutely.
appreciate
Happy
you, man.
birthday.
Appreciate you. I'll be
Definitely.
sure and pass it on.
Oh yeah. Give her a big old hug from us.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, I appreciate both of you all. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the show and give them my last words, and we gonna be out. So thank both of you for being on the panel. All right, y'all. This has been another amazing show, and I really appreciate everybody who came through. Again, make sure you all smash that like button. I will see you all couple days. I'm not sure about Tuesday just yet. I'm not really sure, but for sure Thursday. Yeah. Look, we got things going on. That's why Tuesday has been kind of a no go. We got stuff going on, and you know, we'll be back, and we'll get that thing cranked back on up again. Remember, don't diminish yourself and dull your light for anybody. Stand on your square, stand 10 toes down. Because can't nobody take that from you as long as you standing on what you believe. And anything that you do for self improvement, for the betterment of you and your family, get that shit done. I'm gonna holler at y'all. Appreciate you.